Baby, this might be so wrong, but damn, it feels so right. And I know exactly what you want. Baby girl, please don't be shy. If some places he won't kiss, then I'm a kiss. And there's some things your man won't do, but baby, I don't mind. All your neighbors know my name because you're screaming. Tonight to get it back and be my mission. You know I'ma give your body what it's missing. Don't run, baby, come a little closer to me. No breaks by time for this round. Don't be scared when you fucking with a freak.
Hey guys, it's your girl Summertime Fan. I'm back with the record pool, and today I have my buddy Nikko in the building. It's Nikko, baby. So, y'all, I'm geeks because Nikko didn't have to come. Well, we didn't have to come, but you know, I'm happy. Even though he ain't singing my song, but it's okay. So, like, of course, what they all want to know: when did you start singing? Like, when did it become like you was like, oh, I can sing?
It was by accident one day in front of really, to be honest. I was always a little bad boy in the hood. You feel me? But nah, for real, one of my homies, I went to school, it was like 7th grade and shit, and he was doing the talent show, and he actually was singing. I'm like, man, fuck him, I can sing better than him, like, in front of some girls. I real life was singing, like, it just came out of nowhere. I mean, it wasn't like I was like a professional at the time. Right. It was just shit. I was holding the note and I was able to, and it was like, damn. Okay. Everybody laughed at me, so I never said nothing until I turned 12.
So what you say when you turned 12?
Shit, I mean, at that point it was like I was just around my neighborhood, outside.
So it's like you ain't
singing to the people in the neighborhood and shit, like, so at that point I was like, I don't give no fuck.
Oh, I guess you
let everybody know what's going on with this shit.
So, like, I definitely want to know, you know, just a little topic of, like, you know, I know you to me, you know, when I found out about you, I knew when you did that song with Tink. Yeah. So can we elaborate how you met her? Like, is it just from around the neighborhood or?
Nah, it wasn't really from around the neighborhood. It was actually, I released my very first single by myself. Okay. At first I was working with TKO, a lot of artists under TKO. Okay. PBN, and then a lot of other artists around the city. But then I released my very, very first single by myself as Nikko, baby. Okay. And some people I knew that was locked in with her, they called me after I released it. Right. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna be rich as hell when I released that first song. But nah, for real. It was like I did that song, then they told me, it was like, man, hey man, somebody wanna meet you. Like, who the fuck wanna meet me? He was like, man, go on Twitter. Now, first my little brother Reese called me. That's what really happened. When I put the song out, my little brother Reese called me like, hey, you know who Tink is? I'm like, yeah, I know who Tink is. Who the fuck don't know who Tink is? He was like, bro, she just requested your presence on Twitter. Like, huh? Like, all right, so I hopped on Twitter. It was on that. Then my homie Speedy Loso called me. You know what I'm saying? AAB. Shout out to AAB. But my homie Speedy Loso called me like, hey man, I got somebody who want to meet you. He gave the phone to her, and it was her. And since then, we had locked in.
All right. So that's dope.
Yeah, that shit. It was crazy as fuck, for real.
Cause that's how I first really like met you. Like I wouldn't say meet you, but like that's how I first knew about you. Yeah. Like more of, you know, oh okay, this Nikko. Cause I mean only because, you know, when you said it in the song and see, you know, we were all singing in high school and wouldn't think nothing of it. And that's what's really crazy. I mean, we really just didn't think nothing of it.
Like, I used to get crazy shit out that song.
Really?
For real. Everybody was like, man, that's really Chris Brown. They just saying it's a nigga named Nikko. Like, it was like, people was telling me like, man, that's Nikko. You know, from Nikko and Mimi, Love and Hip Hop. Like,
so they just gave you all types of names.
All kinds of names. Like,
so this is the original. This is the original Nikko, everybody. Just so you know, this is not Nikko from Love and Hip Hop.
The real Nikko.
Of course, the video is not out yet. It will be by the time this video gets out. But he came to my event, which I was so geeked because I didn't think he would be able to make it. But when you came, I'm just like, wow. Because I'm like, I don't think Nikko gonna be able to come. And my assistant was like, you know, the show must go on. I'm like, you right. And you called me that day, the day of the showcase. And I'm like, he forgot all about this showcase. I'm like, he ain't think about that. That's the last thing on his mind. He ain't think about no showcase. So I'm like, and he was like, so you mind calling me? I'm like, okay, you know, cool. So I said, I'm like, hello? He was like, so what you doing? Like, I mean, and ever since then, we've been like real cool. Like, you know, you answer my phone calls. I think it was one time you didn't answer, but that's it. Like, no, like, I really appreciate that because, you know, you don't find too many people like you, like genuine and, you know what I'm saying, actually like coming out because of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, everybody was geeks because, first of all, a lot of people don't, like, they don't know your face, but they know, like, you know, when I said it's Nikko, baby, they all looking around like, whoa, where? I'm like, Nikko been walking through this whole crowd the whole time. But I mean, like, that made me geek, and I still do appreciate you for that. So, woo. And then Nikko asked me to come on stage, and I said, me? Heavenly, me? Okay. So, like, okay, so right now we know you got a couple singles that's about to drop soon. So what's next? Like, what's next for your career?
The next move for my career, number one, shout out to Aftermath, shout out to Cam Anthony. I just locked in, and well, not necessarily all the way locked in, but I mean, the word is good enough for me for right now.
Right.
But they inquired for me to write new records for an artist named Cam Anthony. But, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna say too much about that shit, but
Right.
That's a big, major move, man. Shout out Dr. Dre, Cam Anthony, man. Peasy, Lenny, Oz.
Peasy.
Every last one of y'all, man.
Right. I mean, I'm happy for you because I want to know what's next. So, you got a song called the remix that you did for Meek Mill. Well, not for Meek Mill, but you did the remix with Meek Mill's song, and it's called "Save Chicago," right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you elaborate like on the like? Because I remember like I just want you to get that story and how you got your like testimony because he told it throughout the showcase. When the video drop, you'll be able to see it. But until then, we're gonna go, through Nikko giving the story, that you have.
Straight up. Really, more so, just talk about it. October 8th, 2017, me and three of my homies, my close homies, we went out to a party, you know what I mean? Not even being that long, altercation breakout, you know what I mean? People all over the place, niggas scattering, niggas just, you know what I mean, being niggas, they
Right.
drunk, But
Right.
it was like the altercation spilled outside. I made it outside first. Me and my homie Prince Lord made it outside first. We get out there, and then out of nowhere, really, you know what I'm saying, after we breaking everybody, all our people off from the crowd and shit, we walking towards the car, walking. Like, we ain't get too far away from the crowd, but when we got away from the crowd, somebody opened fire. They hit me twice, hit Prince Lord, hit Rio, and they hit Nep. But shit, I mean, I guess the biggest testimony behind that is every last one of us alive. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my brothers for being here with me, man. Shout out to my brothers for being here with me. But this is my war story right here. I got shot last year, and the doctors told me I wasn't gonna walk again. You feel me? But this is my war story right here, Jack. Go ahead and get into that, baby. I wake up and get to the money. I'm telling you, baby, you gotta believe me. I do it for mama, my sisters, my brothers, my daughter, my homies, they need me. I've been at the bottom before, and I knew it ain't nobody out here gonna feed me. I'm seeing this money in 3D, so if you was able to leave me, I promise, girl, I'm not losing sleep, I'm not going back, no way. Situations come and situations go, you gotta deal with them your way. I've been broke before, and I swear to God, I ain't going back, I can't. I know those feelings are taking control, but baby, those feelings you gotta let go.
I really took that time in the hospital. I took that time in the hospital because I was in the hospital for 91 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? And after the doctors telling me I wasn't gonna be walking until 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, right.
It was like, that was major news for me, and it was like, shit, as of course, like anybody else would have probably broken down, gave up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just, I believed in myself a little bit more. You feel me? I mean, I trusted God the entire process. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a street nigga, man, but shit, I believe in something higher than myself.
Right.
You feel me? But it was just like, man, that was my testimony. That was my way of breaking it out. And I never named it after, like, Save Me or no shit like
Right,
that.
yeah.
I named it Save Chicago because I'm not the only person in our city that has been through some, you know what I'm saying, some trials and tribulations like that, like getting shot and actually coming back from it and then getting up and showing people, like, I will not let that situation beat me. You feel me? So I really just took that song. I mean, I listened to that song and I listened to a lot of D Brooks and KD Young Cocky records while I was in the hospital. And it was like after talking to those actual guys, KD Young, Cocky D Brooks, Sam, a lot of the guys around the city, like a lot of my homies, you know what I'm saying, that's been doing this music thing for a while. After talking to them, it was like, man, you really need to just tell your story, you know what I mean? And I just took that and I pulled it together into a story, and it kind of shocked me because I'm like, man, what am I gonna be able to say behind this? I'm a singer, like it ain't gonna make no sense. So I was just like, man, I just pulled a hat out the bag, man, just doing what I love. You know what I mean? I use that time to love what I do a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know, well, it wasn't no shooting, but like my uncle, my honorary uncle, cause it's not my real uncle. I don't want everybody to go tell my uncle like, oh my God, you won't believe this. Oh my God, are you okay? But no, my honorary uncle, he was been fighting diabetes for like a long time. And you know, he had his leg amputated. His whole testimony on my Facebook, you know, he said at church, he got up and said, he said, you know, Lord, if you let me live to see, you know, another day, and if you don't, you know, I'll sing for you the rest of my life. And he been doing it ever since. You know what I'm saying? And but I mean, like, you don't, and honestly, and I want to put this out there because I don't want anybody saying like, Dad, you only in it for the club. No, I never knew. I didn't know anything. I didn't know none of that until you said it on the stage at the Underground Showcase. I didn't know. And I said, my mama looked at me. She was like, you didn't know? I said no. I'm like, did you know? She was like, no, but I don't know him. I'm just saying. But I'm like, no, I knew of it. And that's why I was wondering, you know, like part of me wondered, like, what made his music, you know what I'm saying? Not made your music stop, but like, you know, what put you on pause for a little minute. And I'm like, you know, this dude is a dope singer. Like, it shouldn't be on no pause. But when you told, you know what I'm saying, when you said, you know, you got shot, I'm like, what? Like, see, this ain't real. Because I know my artist was like really geeked. All I know is We Leave and Be Live. She had a performance and the DJ B-Dub and Chicago Princess, whatever, shout out to y'all. But she was like, we leaving and we leaving all out in the bunch because, you know, I'm the manager. I got to make sure everything is, you know, flowing and we getting out there safely and we moving around. And she was like, oh my God. And now I'm thinking something happened. Like, I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God, what is it? Like, we were like, brace myself because I was walking out the door. So I come back in the door because I'm not sure what happened. But she was like, that's Nikko. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, you don't know Nikko. And at the time, it was still TKO. So she was like, you don't know TKO Nikko, baby. Like, I'm like, and see, my man, I was just so tired. I've been at church all day. I had to do this performance. You know, I had to get everything set, going through it, you know, trying to get the music together. So at this time, I'm just tired and, you know, ready to go home at this point. But boy, I'm like, oh, that dude he look familiar. She was like, and then that's when my assistant was like, you not, and I said, I want to bring some special guests to the Underground Showcase. And everybody thought, for instance, it was El Hitler. And I said, no, it's not El Hitler. I'm like, he'll be in town, but he won't be in this town. So they was just like, you know, because that's, I mean, I don't know why you all think like everything is going to be El Hitler. Like, you know what I'm saying? El Hitler got the toy. El Hitler got to do this. Shout out to you, right? You doing your thing, bro. I'm proud of you. But yeah, so I'm like, and she's like, what about Nikko? I'm like, Nikko? I'm like, that name sound familiar. And then she started singing the song. I said, okay, now this is getting a little familiar. She was like, she took the picture. You took the picture with Aaliyah. I'm like, now this I don't know. Like this I'm confused. But sure enough, she sent me the picture. She was like, that's Nikko. I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna go get his Instagram right now. I'm gonna go contact this man right now. She was like, well, see what happened. I'm like, I will. I'll let you know. Sure enough, you was like, yeah, just give me a call after this time. Dog, I'm like, cool. I'm like, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. I was geeked. Like, I'm just still really appreciative of you.
It was definitely love being there, man. Hearing all the artists, man, and the different lanes. Not even just the different lanes, but the different messages everybody had. You feel me?
Right.
I'm more into the message of the music. You feel me?
Right.
Like, I listen to content. I like real content. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of times, a lot of people be feeling like I'm bogus or mean or some shit because a lot of artists I just don't work with. But it's more so like, man, I can't go backwards after I already moved forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you stuck in that mindset where I used to be years ago, I'd rather not even associate myself with you because it's negativity. And I don't really glorify negativity. You know what I'm saying? I don't really glorify negativity. My music comes with messages. Like, I don't care what song you pick out. It comes with a message. It can be freak like me. It came with a message, like I'm that fucking nigga.
I mean, that's real facts. I mean, but no, I mean, like, it was just an honor, because I'm like, you know, I knew you had a lot going on at the time, and I just didn't know if you was going to make it, you know. And I mean, you know, I was just ready for that reality, like, Nikko can't come. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You just got, I mean, I can't stop the whole show, because Nikko can't come. I mean, I know you would have looked at me like, for real.
The priceless moment of that night was when I was walking up to the door and looked through the window, and everybody sitting behind the desk turned around and looked like,
that's dope.
that was dope as hell. I was like, man, I don't know.
So it was like the underground, like, because I know I headlined him, but I didn't headline him, and I'm gonna tell y'all why, because I wanted to be a surprise, but I wanted him to come out to see y'all talent for one, but I wanted you all to make sure, you know, you're not doing it just for the artist that's there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's some artists you pay $500 to see, and they tell you good job, and that's the end of the story. You know, and that's what I didn't want. And I would never charge $500 to have somebody perform. That's ridiculous to me. Yeah. But, you know, I'm underground, you know. I like more underground music than I do, you know, like music that's out there, you know, that's popping, that's off the charts. You know, it's better. Like, to me, it's better. Right. I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't have to cut nothing.
That ain't what they want you to be recording.
Right, yeah.
Recording what you want to record now. At this stage, you know what I'm saying? It depends on whatever lane y'all choose. I was telling a bunch of artists then, like, man, they were talking about, man, I'm trying to get a record deal. I'm trying to go to Atlantic Records. I know you know Atlantic Records. Like, I know a lot of them. Atlantic Records, Royalty Records, goddamn it, Aftermath, Capitol. I know a lot of people from a lot of record labels, but, I mean, that don't change nothing, because you can meet with a record label and still walk out of that motherfucker, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's really like you more so got to just strive and push it for yourself. You got to see greatness in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Damn, going to a record label. I can make my product and put it out myself. I don't need nobody to help sell my product. I'm more than capable of selling that myself.
You know, I mean, honest to God, like, I really think, like, now, a lot of people are getting to the fact of they don't want a record deal. Like, you know, and it's not, this is not the first time I've heard this. You know, it's been a couple artists, you know, they just want to make it. And I'm like, well, what is make it in your opinion? Oh, I want a record deal. I'm like, you might want to talk to a couple people that turn down, because, I mean, you know, Stunt Taylor, you know, he told me, he said, I hope.
The most recent label I met with was Atlantic Records. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I got love for him. Shout out Chris Jones, the VP and our department at Atlantic Records. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my homie T.Y. You know what I mean? That's the CEO. No, not T.Y. made it. Shout out my homie T.Y. made it too.
Hello, T.Y. We went to school together.
Yeah, that's my
we
dog.
grew up together. I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of him. Shout out to you, T.Y.
Hey, man, that's man hard, but yeah, shout out my homie T.Y. He the CEO of Key Players in Atlanta, station in Atlanta, and Treble Clef Studios, feel me? But I met with him, you know what I'm saying, and it was just like, man, even meeting with him, it was an honor, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it was like, man, walking back out of there, the reality hit you, like, man, I ain't walk out of this motherfucker a millionaire. So it's really like, it really don't mean shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was just a great pleasure to have, you know what I'm saying, be invited to the Atlantic Records building. Like, man, I'm from Chicago. I'm another nigga from the city. Right. That's why I understand how Hilla and the rest of them feel when they get hit by these record labels and shit, man. That's a major feeling, like.
No, I mean, like, even Stunt Taylor said the same thing, and I believe, I'm like, you know, and I'm just sitting here, you know, looking at him, I'm like, so, you didn't, you know, I just want to know, like, you know, what happened with the deals? Like, no, I ain't take not nan one of them. He told me straight up, I ain't take nan one of them. I'm like, dang. I'm like, well, he was like, it's not, and I mean, you know what, and me and my cousin was talking about this the other day, you know, it's not what it used to be. It's not. Like, you know, it's like, you know, and everybody say, you signing your life away after that. I mean, all I got to say is my advice to you all, make sure you read through your contracts. Make sure you get somebody else to read through them. Don't just take somebody else's word for them. You know, read through them things. Because at the end of the day, you could be signing your life away and don't know it because you don't read.
You could be signing a 70-30 agreement and you the 30.
I mean, it's like that, though. I mean, you know, that's why I appreciate you telling them that. Because I'm like, you know, and Nikko, I'm like, you know, Nikko gone, Tink gone. I'm like, who else gone? I'm like, they had all got record deals and left. And I look back, I'm like, hold on, wait.
I always
Nikko
like,
ain't
man, even after meeting with the record labels, I always take the contracts. Like, I got probably a book bag full of them bitches. But I'll be looking at the contracts and I read them. I just put them in a book bag. I never paid no more attention. Like, man, that's probably why I ain't got no motherfucking record deal. But I just be looking at them like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Like, I ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Even though they feel like I'm ready, I just feel like I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be a real adult, a real man, and real women as well, and realize like, shit, I ain't ready. I ain't did everything it takes to be the best at what I do. You feel me? So that's why I ain't signed no contracts yet. I'm Sex Gang ENT. Always remember that. It's Nikko, baby.
Tell them. No, so like, I just want to know, like, was like, okay, so the showcase you helped me out with, was that one of the first one, or like one of the third, like one of the top 5 you did, like as in, you know, when you have got out?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. I was actually just talking to Destiny about that.
Really?
I believe Destiny is music is her name, yeah.
Shout out to you, Destiny. See you soon, girl.
But it was like, you don't normally go to a showcase where the people that came with the acts are just there for them acts. And the people that's on the showcase, they people only there for them. They only turn up for them. But at the record pool showcase, it was just, man, everybody turned up for everybody. Everybody showed everybody love. It was like equal opportunity there. You know what I'm saying? It was like no judgment passed at all. Like everybody fucked with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like ain't no such thing as no bad music. Music is music. It got its own feel. I mean, if you don't relate to it, somebody else relate to it. And I felt like everybody was locked in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's the real reason why I stayed and jumped up there. Because at any other showcase, if I'd have noticed that type of wave, I probably would have left. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have left. But noticing that, like, all the love in the room, that shit was amazing, man.
Because I know Nikko, I didn't have Nikko perform until like closer to the end because of the fact that I wanted him to be there, you know what I'm saying, to be the entertainment while the judges was making their decisions. But you know, he did stay. He didn't, and honestly, I told him he was going close to the end, and he still came out, you know, around 9:30, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying, and still stayed for the whole. You know what I'm saying? For the whole thing, he left out probably once and came right back in. I'm like, man, maybe Nikko leaving. He's like, no, I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, all right, cool. So I gotta know, because you're on the record for, what's your top 10 playlist? Like, as far as any artist, any underground artist, any song, top 10.
Sheesh. My top 10 playlist. Let me think about this. I gotta, coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 10. I'm gonna say, man, number 10, I'm gonna get that shit to Kanye and Lil Pump.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye and Lil Pump, that shit was amazing. Like, it was something different. It was in my brain in musical form. Like, number 9.
Okay.
Number 9, I gotta give. I mean, and this goes without saying, I gotta give it to L Hiller. You know what I'm saying? That shit, yeah, he busting a move. You know what I'm saying? As of course, I keep all Chicago artists in my playlist. By the way, Maddie Baby is in my playlist. Tink is in my playlist. Dreezy most definitely in my playlist. Anything D Brooks has produced is in my playlist. As of course myself, my brother Diego. Major artists, I say Chris Brown, most definitely, since everybody say I sound like him.
Your long lost brother.
I always get like the Chris Brown, the Jacquees, and well, yeah, shit, Chris, Jacquees, and I'm looking for Days Loaf.
Have you seen her? No, I'm just kidding. No, I think that'd be a dope little. No, for real. I'm like I don't want to say no shade because I don't want this to go viral. Like she said. No, what I am simply saying is, if she did a song with Jacquees, I feel like it's only right. Like, I feel like it's only right to do a song with Nikko. I mean, I feel like you bring more creativity. Like, you know, and don't get me wrong, Jacquees, but yeah, you still good out there on them streets, you feel me? But I just think you bring a lot more creativity to the bunch.
Appreciate that.
And you know what?
I gotta add a couple more artists. Dono Cash,
Okay.
Kevin McCall, Yaki, DiViachi, Hollywood YC, my boy, all my boys from Atlanta, every last one of y'all. I love y'all niggas, man. I definitely keep everybody I fuck with personally in my Santa. I cannot end this interview without saying that Santa is one of the top R&B acts coming out of Chicago right now. And when I say like amazing music, when I say content, real content, like she like the female me. That's like my little sister.
Santa, I'm looking for you. He looking for Days Loaf, and I'm looking for you. So
We'll give her a call. We gonna give her a call.
cool. So be on the lookout. Santa's interview coming soon, as long as Destiny's music coming soon. Yeah, but I want to thank you for letting us do this with you.
Man,
Even
no
though, like,
problem.
we
I
told you,
appreciate y'all for reaching out. Man.
Really?
Appreciate y'all for reaching out, man.
No, because I mean, at the showcase, you know, I had a lot of text messages, and it was like, yours stuck out the most. Because you was like, I gained an eternal friend. I'm like, that really made my heart melt. Because a lot of people, look, when I tell you, I get DMs like, so what's up with an interview? So when you gonna let me get an interview? How much for an interview? I like what you're doing. Keep up the good work. And if you ever have time, can I have an interview? I don't get none of that, you know, ever. But it's okay. And now, after this video gonna hit, you know what they gonna say? The same thing. No, but I definitely appreciate it. They gonna be like, hold on, I gotta write it word for word so I can get it. The same exact thing, guys. No, but I definitely appreciate you more than you even know. Appreciate it, like for real. Cause this is definitely making the record pool like numbers go really up, you know, cause it's Nikko, baby. No, I'm just
Act like you don't know my name.
no, I know parents would be looking at this. Parents loved you. She was like, oh, I gotta go listen to, we be in computer class. And parents was like, oh, I gotta listen to Nikko, hold on, wait. I'm like, girl, please, you is obsessed with this man. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, so Perry, shout out to you, girl, because I gave you a shout out on the record pool. He said shout out to you too. I know she over there like, girl, stop. No, but I definitely appreciate you. And so, y'all, I have to sign off, unfortunately. But, do your tag.
Oh man, you already know what the fuck it is, man. You act like you don't know my motherfucking name. It's Nikko, baby. You feel me? You in for another one on the record pool.
Oh, that was dope. And I'm your girl, Summertime Fan. And of course, I'm signing off. Peace.